got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Rams at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's got it to about the 40. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Stafford steps away and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. Now down it at the 11-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 11. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
Yeah, the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing his lance on third down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bobby Wagner multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. The kick by Gold is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy.
Oh, an absolutely filthy junk. He's got some space now. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Going up top for Kupp. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Niners 3, Rams 0.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Flushing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20-plus. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
To try again after the sack. Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
And that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand. And
that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gould to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Niners 17, Rams 0.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 70 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
They'll run here with Henderson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 6 yards away. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
1st down, 49ers.
From midfield, here's Lance. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one where he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That'll be swung out wide in for Henderson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Stafford's throw here, hauled in by Cup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Stafford on 3rd down. Going up top for Kupp. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gould. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard. That will guarantee to you. The defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise. And it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. The center receiver in motion to the right. Lance now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Trying to lay one up deep. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Danny Gray, 48 yards. His guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there, first down Rams.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, 22!
Throwing again is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Real right, 22! 50-50!
Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On first down at Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they've had some success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On play action, Lance. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Hey, middle. Hey.
They snap it to Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Ready,
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When we talk all the time about playing situational football right now, I think the score point is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henderson looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
32. Once more with Henderson. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Now Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gain to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fielded at the 20. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick. And now here's another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's the defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go. Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, 49ers. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Atwell now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Stafford. And this is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
On 4th down, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he is going to have the Rams 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there. TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Down.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Lance. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Niners' 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And the 49ers are going to get a 1st. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Lance again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Atwell now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for the Rams. First down. First and 10 at the 42.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. First and 15. To throw is Stafford. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get a few yards here to the 34. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on.